Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Paul with Religion, and for this week's Mobility Corner video, we're going to be kind of tying it into our current tips, tricks, and training ideas series on snatch. So today we're going to be working on getting into that nice flat back overhead squat position, as well as getting your shoulders more flexible to get them in place overhead. So it's going to be kind of one stretch, so we're going to tie another little added piece into. But yeah, it's going to be mainly focusing on those hips, opening those up, and then also in between your scapula, loosening that up so you can get that nice overhead position. So here we go. How we're going to start this, you're going to get a wall. I'm going to film it on two so we can get some different angles here. You're going to sit real nice and close to it. You're going to roll up into it, right? You want your butt to be just a few inches away from the wall. And from here, we're going to act as if the wall was the ground and you're getting into your overhead squat. So you're going to get that correct distance you want. You're going to start cinching those legs down and in as deep as you can. And then you're just going to lean back and relax, get that nice flat back position that you'd want if your arms were out in your snatch. And you're just going to cinch it in deeper and deeper. Now, one key to this is, if I film on the other wall, but when you're overhead squatting, your toes might come out when you catch. That's very normal. When we're stretching, we want them to be perfectly straight and parallel with each other. So I'm going to film it on this wall so you can get a picture of that. From here, get nice and tight next to the wall. And now, you can kind of see, a lot of people will overhead squat with their toes kind of ducked out. And that, like I said, is completely normal. But when we stretch, we want to make sure they're straight. So from here, I just cinch them down, back and forth, until they're nice and deep where I want them, where I would be in my overhead squat. And one other thing we can do here, if you have a problem with your knees floating in anytime you're squatting, a lot of that is, it is a strength issue, but it's also a mobility issue. A lot of times your hips are just tight and your adductors are tight. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our elbows right to the insides of our knees, slowly just push them out a little bit. And you can kind of keep working these down once you start getting comfortable in that spot. Work those knees out a little bit deeper. And again, you want to make sure you're not curled in, because you're not going to do that when you overhead squat. You want your spine to be nice and flat. You want your sit bones to be on the ground here, in the backs of your hips, your shoulders. Everything's nice and flat on that ground. And usually I sit here from anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes. I usually do it right before I go to sleep every night, just to kind of work in this deeper. But that's one great thing to do for your squats. It's really going to loosen up all your adductors, everything on the inside here. And one other extra thing we can do while we're there, if you have a peanut, so all a peanut is 2 lacrosse balls with some tape around it. And if you don't have one of these, I highly recommend making one. I'll probably end up making a video on them and the importance of them real soon. But what we're going to use this for is basically, we're going to use it to grind out parts of your back around your spine. So your spine, which you don't want any pressure on, is going to roll right in between the balls. And we're going to run these right in between your scapula. You can do this all the way down your back, but today we're going to be focusing on scapula. And that way we can get that nice open position that we need for snatch. So how we're going to do that is we're going to get into that same position right here, nice and close to the wall. And before we really cinch in our feet, we're going to take this, line it up with your spine, and roll it down and in right where you can start feeling things get sticky. It'll be a little bit painful. And what we want to do is we want to find, this isn't working, those painful spots. And we want to grind them out. So now that I got it where I want it, I'm going to sink in my feet nice and deep where they would be. And relax. I'm going to take my hands, thumbs towards the ground, straight arm, and just have them come straight back. And you can move them around here. Come nice through and grind them down, and you'll be able to feel that ball digging into different points in the muscles in between your shoulders. You kind of scoot yourself back and forth to hit different points. You can feel something sticky and hurting, and you're just going to let it grind through. And it's kind of like getting a deep tissue massage, but you're just giving it to yourself. So you're just going to find those points and work them out. You can also take palms up, bring your arms out, come back, and just start moving around and find spots that are a little tight and tense, and you're just going to grind them out. And that's the beauty of the peanut. So yeah, that's today's mobility WOD video. Like I said, try to do that for 5 minutes a day. If you're really struggling with that position, do it a little bit more. Maybe do it 2-3 times a day. And I guarantee you that's going to help you out a lot. Not only getting really deep in that squat, but also loosening up the back of those shoulders so you can get into that nice overhead position. So if you like this video, go ahead and check out all the rest of them. We have our tips, tricks, and training ideas video along with the mobility WOD. We're going to have some other ones coming out soon. Go ahead and go to www.religium.org. You can also check us out on Facebook. Just search Religium Clothing. On Instagram at Instagram at Religium Clothing. Also check out our shirts. Just got these ones printed in for sale. 100% of the proceeds go to our projects around the country in different communities, and basically we're trying to set up functional fitness classes and mentoring programs for kids from underprivileged homes, kids from broken homes. And yeah, thanks for watching, and go make a peanut. Later.